Okay, here we have, this is a mama kitty.
Yes, this is Bagheera. She used to be in our cam room. She's part of our Jungle Book crew. So that's Mama Bagheera. She's very sweet. She does okay with other cats as long as they, tend to keep to herself. She's not cat motivated, doesn't like to play or cuddle with other cats, but she's fine with them around. Definitely more people motivated than she is cat motivated. Now she is FIV positive, which is, a mild immunodeficiency in cats. She doesn't get medication, doesn't need any special care, and as long as she stays indoor only, really, there should be no issues. We've known many FIV positive cats that live very, very long, healthy lives.
And so a lot of the assumption is it's very contagious, and I know this to be a falsity. And that's, so if they have another cat that isn't FIV positive and they wanted to adopt her, what do they do?
So there is a very, very small chance of transmission. It happens when saliva gets into the other cat's bloodstream, which really only happens if they are fighting to fight. If they are play fighting, there's almost no risk, but even then, it's still something to be aware of.
So it's deep bite wounds.
Yes.
And then above her are those her kittens?
Yes, these are her kittens. This is, I believe this one is Louie.
There's only one up there. It looks like there was two.
We have another one that looks just like him named Mowgli. Two black ones. She had two black ones and two gray ones.
And black cats, they just get a really bad rap, and they're overlooked so much. Whenever I see a black kitty in any of this, when we're doing these shows, I just have to show them because they're just amazing. I've had whole housefuls of where I've had all black or all black and white, and they're just amazing personalities.
Yeah. And this is Calypso. Calypso is really great. She is a little over 3 years old. She used to have sisters that she liked okay, but they've all been adopted, and she doesn't seem to like anyone else. She would do best as an only kitty. She loves to play, and she is a lap cat. She will come and sit on your lap if you're just hanging out. She is very funny. She's got her boundaries. She'll let you know when it's petting time, and she'll let you know when it's done. She's a really fun cat.
She's looking at the kitten who has the toy. She wants the toy, but the kitten will not let go of the toy. And this beautiful spotted tabby is...
This is Bambi. He came to visit us. He and Faylene are a bonded pair.
Faylene?
Yes, Faylene is the other kitty that he's bonded with, and this is Bambi. They're the brother-sister pair. Bambi is a lot more curious. He will come out and explore. Faylene really likes to keep to herself and just hang out somewhere quiet. Around 2 years old.
Okay, Mibby, who is this sweet, pretty little girl?
This is Cardamom. A friend of mine rescued her off the street when she was very pregnant. She does not like tummy pets, just be careful. She really only likes head pets and head scratches. We do think she might be a little sensitive along her back. But yeah, if you stick to her head and her chin, she'll be real happy. She really loves a good catnip kicker toy. She did have 4 kittens that have all since been adopted. Now it's just Miss Mama. She's very sweet. She loves to play. She loves to just roll around and be around you.
And, the sad thing is the kittens get adopted, and then mama's left behind. And the mamas, a lot of times, are just the best personality, easygoing sweethearts, and they just get overlooked.
Yeah, those kittens are real cute, so they get adopted pretty quickly. And, yeah, most of the time the mamas get left behind. But I mean, the mamas tend to be very sweet because they're used to nurturing their kittens, so they're really fun. Although this mama's got a little bit of spice to her, but she's fun. She's a really funny cat.
Well, I think if you're a cat person, you probably like spice because you never know.
Right.
Right? They're like, oh, I love you. Don't touch me there. Never mind. But yeah. Great kitties. And with the mamas, you know, if you don't have that time for those little kittens that take time and you've got to watch them and make sure they're hydrated and all of that, Mama, you bring her in, put her in the bathroom, get her
Yes.
ready to that for the house, and let her out, and
Right.
and
Yeah.
she's done.
Kittens, yes, kittens tend to be a lot more work. They have a lot of energy, so they need a lot of attention, and their personalities are still developing. So you kind of never know what you're going to get with kittens. But with adult kitties, especially the mamas, you can see their personalities like as they are. They're ready to go. You don't have to wonder like where they are at 3 a.m. when it's suspiciously quiet. They're usually just hanging out next to you in bed.
Okay, who do we have here?
So this guy is Laszlo. I think he's close to 3 years old. He used to live, I believe, in like a moving van with another lady kitty and all of his and her kittens, and a little chihuahua. So he does okay with smaller dogs, but he does get very overstimulated, especially by this environment. He would do best as an only kitty for sure. He prefers to play and likes to look outside. He's a very independent cat, not too big on affection, but if you want a cat that you can interact with and just play with and then let do their own thing, if you're looking for a cat that's not going to be too clingy, Laszlo's your guy.
So drag toys, maybe he'll learn to fetch. Do you think he'd be okay with a small dog? So only cat, but maybe a little dog in the house?
He might be okay with a smaller dog, especially if that dog is also a little more independent and not craving other attention from other animal companions. But we know that he's lived with a dog before and that went well at the time.
Okay. He's he's napping. Mibby, who do we have here? What a gorgeous baby.
So this is Tom. He's about 5 years old. He did have a lower back injury that has since resolved, but it does still give him a little bit of sensitivity. But you'd never be able to tell because he loves to climb. He is extremely food motivated, and he will scale our kitchen door whenever it's time for food. You can get him to do anything with a treat.
And now he is a medium hair. Does he like to be brushed?
I would say so, yes.
He may not like it so much, but he needs to be brushed. But does he like to be brushed?
Yeah, he will tolerate it. It kind of depends on his mood. He definitely should be brushed because of his longer hair. And he does okay with it as long as, you're not doing it 24/7.
So but because he's food motivated, if you tack that on with a treat, that might motivate him a little more.
Yes, definitely. The positive reinforcement, we've been able to trim his nails by one person just holding out a churu, and the other person can do whatever they want to his paws.
Yeah, so then that would work well with the brushing. He is really pretty. And how old is he? You said he's 5. Right?
Yeah, a little over 5 years old.
Okay, so we have these 2 babies in this cat tree. Who is this one at the top here?
So up top is Rhonda. She's kind of a mellow kitty. She's just over 1 year old. I've known her since she was about 6 months. And she's always kind of acted like a mama kitty to other kittens, despite not being a mom herself. She really gravitates toward the younger cats. She likes girl cats a lot. She is one who likes to cuddle other cats, groom other cats. She will play. I've seen her like run around in a tunnel for a little bit, but she's so cat motivated. She would love to have another kitty friend at home, especially a little girl kitty.
So if you have a girl kitty at home that is looking for or needs a playmate because it's running around the house, maybe she would be a good alternative to getting another younger kitten. You could bring home this sweetheart and she would be perfect, right?
Yeah, I think so. Again, she is pretty mellow, so I don't know how much she would want to also run and play. But she's got such good energy that I think even kittens would like just having her around.
Okay, and this beautiful medium hair, gray and white is?
This is Violet. Violet is a little spicy. She does like to give little bites and nips. It's very gentle. I think she kind of just likes the feeling of having something in her mouth. She'll just grip on very gently. But she will also grab you with her claws sometimes. She's a little temperamental. She is on Prozac, but she's hilarious. She will come sit on your lap. She'll sit on your bags. The second you put something down, it's no longer yours. It's Violet's. She's not the biggest fan of affection, but if you're just looking for a cat with a ridiculous personality who you can watch and enjoy and take care of, that's Violet.
So the queen bee of the house. If you need a queen bee of the house, Violet's your kitty to come in and kind of boss you around about your stuff, but and just give you lots of joy because she's going to do funny stuff.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, she's ridiculous. She's got such a funny personality. And I think, too, if she was in a home by herself, she doesn't like other cats, she might calm down a little bit and open up to more affection. But for now, what we've seen is that she loves curling up in a good spot, whether that's in a cat bed or on something that belongs to you. And she will play, too. She does like to play.
Mibby, who do we have here?
This is Cappuccino. She is such a sweetheart. She is a little over 9 years old. She had been in a home before. They did have a little kid. The kid, unfortunately, just pulled so hard on her tail that she did suffer some spinal damage. She had to have her tail removed, and now she walks with a bit of a wobble, slightly lopsided. And she is incontinent, but all of this does not stop her. She jumps up on this counter, no problem. She's very, very mobile, and she's just the sweetest thing. All she wants is to be around people. She just wants pets, wants to hang out.
So with the incontinence, a diaper would work just fine, right?
It can. We have one of our kitties wearing a diaper. It does require quite a bit of maintenance. We change it about every 2 to 3 hours, and she does get a little butt bath with some coconut oil 1 to 2 times a day. But some cats don't always take well to a diaper. We haven't tried with Cappuccino, so she might not. It really just depends. Typically, she ends up she tries very hard. Most of her accidents do end up either in the bed that she's sitting in or very close to her litter box. So it's not typically just like all over the house, but you never know. Sometimes that can happen.
So if you have hardwood floors and don't mind putting pee pads in her bedding and also around her litter box to catch everything, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's pretty manageable if you don't mind just a little extra cleaning, a little extra laundry. Other than that, she's great.
And do you think she could live in just maybe a smaller area so she's not walking all around the house, but maybe in a bedroom attached to a bathroom so that somebody could just mop it up a little bit easier if they were concerned about that?
Yeah, I think so. Again, she doesn't move around too much. She is mobile. She is curious. But we do keep her in this room most of the time. Sometimes she'll wander back and forth between the kitchen. But it is a pretty small space, and she is perfectly happy regardless. There she goes.
She's great kitty. So not all of us are perfect, and she just has her little imperfections that she needs somebody to just love her for who she is.
So that's our show, you guys. I hope you saw a cat that you want to adopt. But if you didn't, go to kittenrescue.org. You can see all of the cats that they have at both of their facilities, the one here in Atwater Village and the one in North Hollywood. And this is Myrtle. Myrtle is a senior kitty, and she is on medication. But if you could open your heart and home to her and give her last few years in a safe place, that would be nice. She's really beautiful and super sweet. She's purring and purring and purring. So remember, spay and neuter your pets. And if you can donate, please donate to kittenrescue.org. Thank you for watching.